The woman was pulled backward by a mysterious force. She fell onto the train tracks. As a train raced toward her at high speed, Annie wanted to escape but couldn't control her body. But in the next moment, a large crack suddenly split open in the tracks. Annie jolted awake from her nightmare. It was just a false alarm. Just as she tried to catch her breath, a strong wind suddenly whipped through the house. Annie tried to close the windows, but a dark shadow suddenly appeared and began moving around outside. Terrified, Annie rushed upstairs. She dialed 911, but her phone suddenly died. Then a demonic image appeared on the screen. Annie threw the phone away in fear, turning to leave, but found all doors and windows wouldn't open. In the next moment, the shadow broke through the window and lunged at Annie. The evil spirit spared Annie, but she realized it wasn't done tormenting her. So Annie sought help from Lisa, an exorcist. Lisa brought Annie and the others to a large hall. 4 people sat around a table. One of them brought in a sheep. Lisa explained she would lure the demon into her own body. Annie's job was to place her hand on the sheep. At that moment, the demon's soul would transfer into it. Lisa then handed her young apprentice a knife, instructing him to kill the sheep immediately afterward. The 4 joined hands and began the ritual. Just then, a cup suddenly flew across the room. From outside came the sound of a woman's laughter. Annie asked if the demon had arrived. Lisa sensed the energy and said, it wasn't the demon, but wandering lost souls. Then Annie saw an evil spirit appear behind them. Many spirits appeared in the hall, converging toward the center. With a wave of her hand, Lisa drove all these spirits away. But then something entered Lisa's body, and she began to convulse. The demon had arrived. It reached out to attack Annie. But in the next moment, Annie pressed its hand onto the sheep's head.
No! Save me!
But at the crucial moment, the young apprentice missed the sheep's head with his knife, and was bitten by the sheep, allowing the demon's soul to enter his body. The senior apprentice quickly began reciting scripture, but his powers were too weak. He was no match for it. Then the demon charged toward Annie. Just as it opened its massive mouth, Lisa regained consciousness. Lisa simply raised her right hand toward the demon, recited an incantation, and the demon turned to ashes. Just as everyone felt relief, Lisa suddenly twitched and collapsed. The senior apprentice immediately began CPR, but ultimately couldn't save her. Annie expressed her apologies to the senior apprentice. She felt responsible for Lisa trading her life for the demons. But the senior apprentice told Annie she was mistaken. He explained the demon wasn't dead, only temporarily banished by Lisa. After tonight, it would come looking for her again. Hearing this, Annie panicked instantly.